fact on history. Yeah, I Googled famous little men. And I was amazed to discover that I'm only 1 inch shorter than Hitler. That joke bombed hard at my synagogue. You know, if I were the president, it would be much easier to meet women. But they'd have to get background checks, so I don't end up dating a terrorist. Although, I could handle a suicide bomber. Yeah, I've been in a lot of short-term relationships. But I better take it slow, because if there's one thing I know about suicide bombers, timing is everything. There it is. But I couldn't be president. Hell, I've had problems since back in high school. For one, I had ADD. Plus, my reading comprehension was way below grade level. I mean, the other kids were assigned books like The Catcher in the Rye or The Great Gatsby. Meanwhile, the only book they put on my summer reading list was Curious George. So they put me in special ed. And I'll tell you, it sucked being in special ed. But at least I didn't have to wear a helmet. Nah, I chose to wear a helmet. Because the teachers were extra nice to the kids who wore helmets. Like, every day they gave us cupcakes, cookies, brownies. I thought, this is great, if I don't get diabetes. I used to worry about failing a test. Now I'm worried about losing a foot. But don't feel bad for me. The kids who wore helmets could get away with anything. Like one day during study hall, the teacher caught me watching porn on my phone. Yeah, he went nuts, so I put on my helmet. He backed off instantly. He goes, oh, Pornhub, huh? Well, you're going to be ready for your sex ed exam. Keep up the good work, buddy. Yeah, talk about milking the system. I made special ed my bitch. I'll tell you, still though, my biggest challenge in high school was finding a girlfriend. I mean, I couldn't get laid to save my life. But there's no way in hell I was going to graduate a virgin. So, senior year, I used my leftover bar mitzvah money to hire an escort. Yeah! And we really hit it off. She even gave me a discount because I was wearing my helmet. So, big surprise, I went to my senior prom without a date. So, it wasn't exactly a magical evening. Yeah, you know how I capped off my prom night? I went home and studied the art of masturbation. Okay. So, believe it or not, I went to college. Yeah, it was in rural Maryland, so I was like the only Jew. Yeah, I took a girl out to dinner. I mentioned that I'm Jewish. She goes, where's your yarmulke? I'm like, hello? It's right under my helmet. There it is. Then she goes, come on, you don't seem that different from the other guys here. Can you prove you're really Jewish? I said, no problem. So I showed her I was circumcised under the table. And that's how I got banned from Applebee's. So dating is tough for me because I have Asperger's syndrome. That means I have a hard time reading social cues. So when it comes to my people skills, I'm about on the same level as Jeffrey Dahmer. Of course, I've never eaten anyone. But for some reason, people get really nervous when I invite them over for dinner. Go figure, huh? That's a good note to end on, I think.